You are now entering the Who's House podcast. Shout out to Hardin, Las Vegas, the best dispensary in the world.
Hit row.
Hit row, hit row.
Hit row.
Yeah. And if you didn't know, now you know. Hit row, hit row. We gon' get those, get those. We gon' tiptoe. And if you didn't know, now you know.
We be the hit rowy rowy, so we get that doughy. No, we don't count it slowly. Stop that talking, better show me. I fly a better top. I keep money in odds. I roll like I'm a slob. Bet, breathe, the money drops. Yes, I do the most. My hair is white like snow. One look and then they know I break next and I go. I speed off like I'm trying to make them breathe. Exhaust shoulders, be with sauce. Play with me, you pay the cost.
Re-slid on that joint. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Man, what is going on, man?
Yo, what's up?
Smackdown takeover right now.
This is
Yeah.
how you start WrestleMania weekend.
I'm talking. I feel like that is the actual factuals.
Los Angeles, California, a 2-night event, the granddaddy of them all.
Mhm.
And we got 2/3 of the OG3.
Oh yeah, I wish
man.
Bree still on the plane. Bree still on the plane.
We wish she was
unfortunately.
here. Wish she was here.
Yeah, for sure.
But we got Ashanti the Adonis and we got Top Dollar Hit Row in the building. Welcome.
Thank you, man.
Man, we
Appreciate y'all having us,
appreciate
man.
it.
This
Thank
is
you so
cool.
much.
man.
You know, and
Thank you.
I love the fact that there's gonna be some freestyles that's supposed to go down.
Oh yeah, actually, we in here and you're a legend, so I want to leave
Oh,
it
no,
there.
I'm all right, you know
You know what I'm saying? But
okay,
you know, we might have a little beef though. For real.
oh, where? What's going on?
You know, I did see when you picked the wrong side of the line in the sand.
Oh no!
And you was rapping other rappers down to the aisle, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh,
it's just like me personally, I know that I'm the best rapper in this business.
shit.
And I actually tried to prove it. Emilio,
This is fast.
and Wale Mania,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
did I or did I not
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
offer a rap battle
Yes.
to a specific wrestler from another company?
Yes. Yes, you
Oh,
did.
no, it's not
And
who I
were
think
they
it is.
interested in the rap? Were they interested in coming to Wale Mania?
They were interested
Until what?
until the rap battle was proposed.
Oh, until the rap
Oh,
battle was
no.
proposed. And then how many people did you reach out to try to get this done?
A few.
Okay. So
Respectfully, of course.
I'm the best rapper in this business. So I'll say that loud and proud.
Let
Can we
them know.
say their names?
It's
That's
your
what
show.
I was thinking.
Your show.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't
Say
know.
their
Your
names,
show.
snitch, man. Let's be 6ix9ine. Say it.
What do you say the names then?
I know these guys live in L.A. Let's get them
They
out
do
here.
live in LA. They do. I know that too.
I think everybody knows
That's
what
why I
we're
thought it
talking
would be
about.
easy.
Well, I think we have to, if we're going to bring it back, and this is, wow, starting off hot on Shade
Hey.
45, man. Woo! So if what you need to, I think, explain is that you heard your name referenced
I did.
on television
Yeah, I've heard, and I let it sit for a long time.
from the competition.
I did.
And I remember getting a sea of angry text messages just because you wanted to blow off some steam.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh, he's livid right now.
Oh.
And this is not some like storyline just to do it
Nah.
because it's fun now that there is competition on both
I'm
sides.
just tired of people pretending that these dudes can rap with me, dog.
Yo.
I'm about to prove it again later on when you drop the beat.
Ooh, we gotta say his name on it.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Say
go
his name on
ahead
the
and drop
intro.
it. Just go ahead and drop the
I mean,
name.
y'all
Just
already
go
know
ahead
who it
and
is.
drop
You know it's Max. Come on, man.
You
You already
live
know
by
who it
it.
is. And
You
look,
live by it.
Max is cool people, so I ain't got no beef with him
He's great.
personally.
Listen, Max is a great
But
guy.
being real, let's be real.
And you know the funny part about it was, Max is a Sirius XM OG as well because
Really?
he used to work in the New York office.
Get the hell out of
Max
here.
has an incredible story, bro.
Holy shit, I didn't even know
No,
that, man.
more power to that brother. I'm glad anytime a brother get his check, but he just not better than me.
Well, I don't know what
Ooh,
he
spicy.
needs to show up, man.
So when Dala and Adonis wanted to come on and hang out today, Dala was like, your boy chose the wrong side. And I'm like, Who Kid has been strategically getting into beef since 1999.
Yo, I always get thrown in the car while they robbing the bank, man.
Hey,
Like I'll get in the car and I'm like, oh shit, we're robbing the bank.
it's just
Why
because
you
that
gotta tell me
tag,
that.
tag sounds so good on anything you drop it on. I just got to put it on there. Sometimes you catch it straight that way.
So, all right. So you said what you said, right? Okay. So we can move on from that. But since I want to bring this up
Yeah.
on social media, right? And maybe Shanti can chime in on this as well. You, Top Dollar,
Mm-hmm.
okay, are a very polarizing Twitter follow.
Oh yeah, people hate my guts.
I don't want to say that they hate your guts.
Nah,
but,
people hate my guts for sure.
It seems
What?
that your hate
Uh-huh.
has escalated
Yeah,
after a certain tweet about sneaker culture in professional wrestling.
yeah,
And then a ton of just mentions
yeah.
blew up. How do you gauge the response time, and when do you stop addressing that weird echo chamber known as online fans?
Well, I addressed once that came about. I addressed it 24 hours later with a song that went viral. That's just what I do.
Shit,
I got a studio in my crib, so that's what I do. But to me, it's like I don't be talking about it no more. People be talking to me about it, so it's like y'all want to keep bringing it up. I ain't got no problem talking about it, but at the end of the day, like I'm way past that. I'm trying to get way bigger figures, and I got way bigger fish to fry.
See ya.
So like I'm not worried about that at all. But what I will stand confidently and say once again that I am the best rapper in this business. And like I said, I've said it numerous times, and every time I say it, it's nothing back.
I mean, did you hear the acclaimed? If you're tuned in,
There's nothing back.
They are.
We're gonna see
tuned in
what
right now.
happens tomorrow.
That's on you throwing fuel on the fire.
Is that both? Is that both rap and in the ring? Is that both?
I mean, we can't do it in the ring.
I mean, can we
just
do it
wouldn't
in
work.
like some disclosed location?
What do you want them to do? Have a tickle fight in the middle of the ring?
What the fuck
No.
each
What do you want them to
other?
do?
Like,
I mean,
what?
they can't do that contractually.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's start our own league.
As long as there's a bag.
You know what I'm saying? Shack down or some shit.
Shack
Shack
down.
down.
Shack down.
Have Shaquille O'Neal host it. You know what I'm saying?
He's Shaq on the line.
You know
Y'all
Shaq.
got Shaq number, right? Get him on the line.
Shout out to Hardin, Las Vegas, the best dispensary in the world.
So this is a real good weekend for you guys, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those important weekends too. And what we wanted to do up here is we wanted to celebrate some of our favorites.
Absolutely.
Who Kid has been watching and ingesting professional wrestling again. And to him, there's
You know
a
what I'm
list
saying?
of people, and the individuals that are here today hanging out with us doing the Shade 45 Who Kid WrestleMania takeover is some of y'all.
Mhm.
So I guess to and I want to bring this up, Adonis, please chime in, Adonis. When you guys were hanging out for a little while, you were away for a little bit.
You can say it when we got released.
We got really. You say
We got brought back. Shout out Hunter. Hunter's
Right,
the-
no, and
Hunter-
this is
my
now-
first kid's probably gonna be named Hunter. Shout out him.
Right.
But like,
But one of the
but that's what happened.
But one of the cool things that I always respected about H is the fact that he would refer to some as his kids, and he would nature and nurture
Mhm.
those quote unquote kids. The three of you guys
Mhm.
were those kids.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So when you got the call again, how did those conversations go? Because you guys came
man.
back to a thunderous pop.
Mhm.
So I don't know how yours went, but like I know I was feeling some type of way, and I had, let's say, I think it was after the day after SummerSlam. I was like, man, I'm just gonna text Hunter. I'm just gonna like say what's up, just tell him how I feel and whatnot. So I literally sent him like a book, like just a whole message of like how I felt. Yeah, for real. Just tell him. I just told him how I felt. Wow. And he got back to me. I think the next morning or something like that. He was like, hey, let's talk soon or whatever.
Yeah.
And then pretty much.
So Hunter, me and Hunter never stopped talking, even after we got released. We would always text every once in a while. We're not like best friends, but we would text every once in a while. And he hit me up, like I'm just like Ashante, I'm watching SummerSlam and I see EO come back and Dakota come back. And I'm like, man, that's so cool that they get to come back. Like, I wonder if they want to bring Hit Row back. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm thinking that, but I'm like, yeah, but he probably got a long list of other people they want to bring back. And he did obviously have a long list of people he wanted to bring back.
Shit.
And, but literally I'm thinking now if he brings us back, it'll be, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, something like that. After SummerSlam, he texted me like 2 days later. It was like, yo, if I, can I, he was like, do you have anything right now? Like, when can I have you?
Are you
and
busy?
I was like, I was like, tomorrow if you want.
Yeah,
for real.
for
Like,
real.
you know what I'm
You on
saying?
that flight, like,
So,
see
yeah, I can make the 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So the next couple of days later, we had a Skype call
that
with
Friday
all
or
three
something
of
like
us.
that, yeah.
And then a week later, we re-debuted.
Yeah, literally the week after.
Well, also too, B was in another country.
Yeah,
Colombia.
she still lives in another country. That's why she's not here now.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what happened was like B lived in Colombia before she ever came to WWE. Her brother lives down there. She's
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of connections down there.
Oh, wow.
She's set up on the beach in a nice apartment out
Sweet.
there.
It's
Sweet
sweet.
spot.
It's sweet.
So like I can't knock her hustle. You know what I'm saying? She was there before before she ever came to WWE the first time. Then when we got released, she moved back because she didn't know if she'd ever be back
Right.
in WWE ever again. But then so now she still lives there and she's in the process of moving back to the States, but she still lives in Cartagena, Colombia right now.
So how does that work when she's doing house shows?
I mean, she flies.
Live events, I should say.
She flies out of Cartagena
Yeah,
directly into Miami
every single week.
And then I mean, it's only
Every
a
single
2-hour
week.
flight
No
from
way.
Cartagena to
Yeah.
Miami, so it's not crazy.
But then Miami to wherever
Miami
we
to
gotta
wherever we
go.
at.
Yeah.
She got crazy American Airlines points.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Super platinum.
So
She don't wait in no lines.
you know, it's a fun fact that I learned about Ashante the Adonis. He is a Afghanistan war veteran.
Facts.
So how is it to go from that to performing on such a big stage?
And also
Well-
before, thank you for your service.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you for your service.
Quadruple salute.
Well, I can say first of all, the Army was, I say, the foundation of my life. I feel like it taught me so much about life and how short life can really be. You know, because I actually fought in Afghanistan. I've been shot at. I've been blown up many times, and it sucks.
Wow.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's probably it's definitely the worst experience I've ever had in my life, but also the most humbling experience, and in some ways the best experience. Like I said, the foundation of my life. So pretty much like I feel like after going through that, I feel like I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like anything you put your mind to. I've already been through the worst stuff that you can go through. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't really realize, you see it on the news and stuff like that, but people don't really realize
They don't show it. They don't show everything, right?
Nah.
We went out there. We performed for the troops out there.
Yeah.
I went with 50 Cent, but I didn't know how crazy it was. And I was telling myself, like, if we could perform here, then, I mean, there's like 3 places. I think it was there, Nigeria, and Kingston, Jamaica. If you could survive those markets, I don't give a fuck where I'm at. Like, it's like there's my eyes closed.
Different.
But I didn't know that it was like it's the anxiety of just walking around. Like you could die any day out there. How did you do that? That's crazy.
I mean, honestly, it's just like you just take it one day at a time. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There was like so much. Am I allowed to curse on this?
Yeah, you fucking curse on this shit.
But so much shit done happened. So much shit happened, and it happened a lot. Like I pretty much was thinking like I'm not even gonna make it back home. Like I started thinking that, and I started just like accepting that, you know, and like it's just I can't even explain it. Like literally, like there was one day where my squad leader had switched me out of the mission right before they left. I was supposed to go. He switched me out with somebody else. And on the way back, I remember I had my headphones in. I was sleeping. I was laying on my cot with my headphones in, and all of a sudden, you just feel like an earthquake go off.
Oh hell
Yeah,
no.
and then like somebody came in the tent and was like, "Yo, get your shit," because they're saying they're about to ambush us and shit like that. And then so the actual like earthquake feeling was the group coming back that I was supposed to be in. They had actually hit an IED. Yeah, and it was the truck I was supposed to be in.
Oh
Yeah, and it was the biggest IED that we experienced in that deployment. Usually when they hit our trucks, it's just like 50 pounds of explosives. This one, when they hit them, it was 250 pounds of explosives penetrated through the armor and everything.
Yeah, because
It's
usually
just
the trucks are
horrible.
designed to
withstand the impact and stuff for the most part. But yeah, so it was just horrible, and sometimes I feel bad about it and whatnot, even though it's out of my control.
Was there?
You have the
wrestling?
right to, though.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, the randomness of like dying out
Yeah.
there was crazy. They told us we might die before we
it's-
got there. We went to Kuwait, and then we saw the dead bodies coming out because they had the soldiers are dying every day. They don't promote that either.
Nope.
But they were coming out. They took them out the other plane that we had to get on, and they put vests all over us. They put vests on my ass. They put a helmet on, and they were like, I was like, "What's going on?" They were like, "Yeah, random insurgents just shoot at the planes passing by."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "What?"
And
I'm
helicopters,
looking
too.
at 50
Yeah.
Cent like, "Yo, what you got me doing, man? I hate you, man."
Yeah, but what was worse though? You going over there or you beefing with Murder Inc.?
Going on? Well, yeah, it's the same.
You get shot. You get shot up regardless. Who Kid has a great story one day that he's got to tell you about Irv and his dad and a piece of like wood.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great story. We'll have to tell him offline. But
Yeah.
so getting back to your military stuff real quick, how did you deal with, or maybe this is something you don't want to speak upon, but post traumatic stress with that?
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, I do have PTSD. When you're in the when you're in especially combat related jobs, it's there's sort of a mindset that's like don't be a fucking pussy and shit like that, and like be a man, like don't give in to your feelings and shit like that, because like that stuff when you're in combat can get other people killed. Hesitation can get other people killed. You can't be in your feelings like that. It's literally like I've seen guys get killed, and you gotta continue mission.
So you
Charlie Mike,
desensitized, automatic desensitization.
Yeah, it is, and honestly, like it's hard to show some of my emotions and feelings a lot of the times just because of that. Like I've experienced some of the worst shit, and I guess normal people's shit just doesn't
Equate.
I can't relate.
Can you see that in him, Dollar?
Oh, we haven't. I mean, he knows. Like, I ain't gonna put his business out there, but
Yeah,
we have times and stuff where like
That be
he
spazzing
just
out on
gotta-
each other? Yeah.
Not spazzing out on each
Yeah.
other. Like I'm like I can see when he's in his mode, and I can
Oh.
see when he's what I'm saying, like inside his bubble, or something's on his mind, or like he's going through something, and I try to help him get out of that, because like I got a lot of family of mine that's in the military as well, so I understand what that's like. And like I'd never served, but like when you went to see the troops,
Oh
when
my
I was
God,
in
we
the
saved the day. That one day was like more valuable than.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So when I was
yeah.
in the NFL, I did the same thing. I went over to Kuwait and Iraq and saw the troops, and like all I did every day was like play basketball and video games and board games and cards. But to them, it was like I was like a saving grace, like getting their mind away from what they were going through. You know what I'm saying?
No bullshit.
And like it really impacted me a lot. Like it made me recognize. That's why every time I always thank him for his service, because it makes me like I understand, even though I've never had to go through it, and I probably couldn't have, to be keeping it a buck with you. But like I understand what he going through, and I try to be there for him, because that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like Hit Row is a family. We not just a
Yeah.
group put together. you know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like we
definitely a family.
That's why when we all came back, we was like we wouldn't have come back without each other. Like we wouldn't have come back.
Oh, wow.
Singularly, any of us, we would have only came back as a group.
So then how do you go from the military to a WWE contract with NXT?
So there was a little bit of a gap in between there. So when first of all, I wanted to make the military career. I was actually really good at it. I was really good.
Shooting everybody up, huh?
I shot expert. I shot expert with every single weapon.
Nah.
Hey, let it be
Every single
known.
weapon.
Oh,
Just,
yeah, you
I'm
hang
not.
with-
Oh,
oh,
no
you're the one
bullshit.
top shotter.
We hanging with him in
Top
LA.
shotter.
See ya.
Nah, but so when I was transitioning out of the military, I was like, I've always known that I wanted to be in WWE. I've always known,
Really?
Same.
since I was a kid. I've always
Was it
known
like a
this is
Hulk
what I wanna
Hogan
do.
poster out there in Iraq or something?
No.
Afghanistan?
Even when I was a kid, like watching it, I was always like, this is what I want to do.
Mm.
And so when I was getting out of the military, I was like, I'm either gonna start wrestling or I'm gonna go to school. And I decided to go to school and get my degree, which actually it did help. Because we both went to University of Maryland.
And it's funny because we're the same age.
Yeah.
And we're technically the same like class, both 08, but like he because he went to the military, right out of high school, and I went straight to Maryland. We're the same age. We played football at the same school, but we never played together.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Yo. Get the hell out of here. That's like some bait shit.
Yeah,
man.
I'm telling you, that's what we say all the time.
Wow, man, that's crazy. I mean, who were the wrestlers that popped up in your heads back then? I mean, they were our first black heroes. Like, I mean, I'm from the era of like Jake the Snake, Hulk Hogan. I don't know who else.
Coco Beware, Ric Flair.
I mean, the Haiti Kid. I think Mr.
Rick
T.
Rude.
Mr. T.
Mr. T was WWE Hall of Fame. Mr. T.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Another WWE legend.
Sarge.
Virgil. Nah, Virgil.
Yo, don't knock on Virgil, bro. Virgil can bump, bro.
Come on, man.
Bro, go back on Peacock. Go on the Peacock network. Search Virgil or Vincent when his WCW stuff and watch him bump and feed, dude. There's a science to it.
It's art, man.
He made me mad when he was with Ted DiBiase. Like, he would open
As
Ted
he should.
DiBiase.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I just saw him at the airport.
Yeah.
No, you saw him?
Yeah.
What did he say? He'd be like,
No. I don't think he saw me, but he was waiting for his ride.
A lot of people like don't understand. Like, obviously, my character is Top Dollar, right? So like, a lot of people don't understand and don't even recognize that I pay so much homage to Ted DiBiase
Fire, yo.
with like the giant dollar sign on my back, just like he used to do. You know what I'm saying? But mine is a jersey that says Top Dollar, and his was like a suit and a vest. You know what I'm saying? Like the shiny materials and the different materials and stuff. Like he was doing in the 80s. I'm like the hip hop version of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I try to do a lot because DiBiase was one for me too. Like Razor Ramon, The Rock, Bret Hart, Rey Mysterio, like.
And I'm like good friends with Ric Flair. I got the top 5. Like Jake the Snake used to do drops from my radio show back in the day. Macho Man Savage, he did mad drops from my radio show, which I'm just happy that.
Did you ever listen to his rap?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about that.
I thought you were going to put out the mixtape.
I don't want to come back like, talking about me, who get like.
So I like the difference, and there's like a juxtaposition in style with you guys too, right? Where honestly, if we can keep it a buck, Ashanti, you don't really, you cut your promos, right? But it's always that Dollar is the mouthpiece of the OG3.
It's not even that I'm the mouthpiece. It's just we have this science where we figured out a long time ago that Brianna can say the exact same thing as me, and people will love it.
Yeah.
But if I say it, they hate our guts.
That's facts.
That's why we use me a lot more, because me saying the same words as them gets the reaction
it's
that
the
we
Twitter
want.
heat, man.
It is the Twitter heat. It really is. So what I want to lead into with that is, how do you keep what you guys do specifically with the rap? Because there's always been wrestling and rapper type gimmicks since, I don't know, like the early 2000s, right? So how do you keep that organic with what you guys do without being a character of a caricature?
I mean, I really just drop bars. Like every single week I drop bars. I don't just say I'm a rapper. I prove I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, "Oh, I'm a rapper," but they got no 16s in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a rapper, but how many albums do you have?
See ya.
Like, how long do you have a studio in your house? Like, how long does it take you to make a song? How long does it take you to write a song?
See ya.
You know, can you produce a beat? Can you run your own session?
See ya.
Do you know how Pro Tools works?
See ya.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they be saying, people be saying they rappers, but I'm really a rapper.
You fuck with Conway. You fuck with Conway the Machine.
Yeah, Conway is a heavy spitter. Like, I'm a rapper. So, like, to me, all I got to do is be me. The thing that's cool is that Ashanti hits a whole different lane that I can't hit, because he's the pretty boy fashionista producer. You know what I'm saying? And Brianna is obviously a beautiful woman, and she raps. Yeah. And like, there's been a lot of wrestling rapper characters, as you mentioned, but ain't none of them ever been a woman. That's why she's so important.
Yeah, but no, please continue.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, so Dollar and Bree always remind me of, like, the album just came out with Drake and 21 Savage. He's 21 Savage, Bree is Drake.
That's a good analogy.
The beat drop in 21, the hood shit come on, like, that's Dollar.
Through it through. Party City, what up?
Yeah.
Through it through, and then she give you the subtle sexy vibes the whole time.
Yeah.
But Bree be spitting though. Right. Like, people be thinking that like I be writing for Bree and like we all work together, but like, Bree be writing her own stuff.
Yeah,
like
facts,
she be
facts.
spitting.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when you guys do the promos and you get with creative, are
Mhm.
you going? So they'll give you the bullet points,
Yeah, basically.
and then you guys put it into either 8 or 16s.
One thing I'm
Yeah.
very grateful for that we've done with Hunter is that even when we were in NXT,
Mm-hmm.
like they tell us the idea of what they want to get out of the promo, but they never once
yeah.
told us what we had to say.
They're just like, go do it.
Yes, because they know that they know that we know how to say what we're trying to say as ourselves within
Yeah.
the culture as a black man. Like they understand that, and they're not trying to put words in our mouth because they know it would come off phony.
Right. So,
Oh, wow.
You know?
what are one of the challenges? And I want to hear from both of you guys because obviously we know he's more vocal and you're not. And that's okay because I'm really seeing you as you guys have progressed. You're really starting to come into your own.
Yes, he is.
And the crowd is really, and I like good heat, right? And you guys right now are generating that good organic, I'm gonna boo you
Yes,
heat.
Oh, yeah.
please boo us.
And
Yes.
and
we
that,
hate whatever
and-
city we're in.
Right,
Yes.
and to me, that is the
crazy.
magic. And one of the things that was so cool, they were about to rap, and somebody interrupts them,
Mhm.
No.
and then the crowd goes crazy for the person that comes out.
Yes.
Crazy with that Bray Wyatt segment. That was
Yes.
crazy.
The hate
Hey,
is real.
we had
Yeah.
them cheering holy shit, and there was no action yet.
Yeah, it was just standing there.
Which the psychology of that alone
Yeah.
takes people years to figure out.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, like that was so cool for us because we came there that day expecting to just do a promo, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then like they were like, "Yo, we had this idea about y'all doing a rap and getting interrupted," and like that was on the spot that day. So like
Oh, wow.
we didn't even
During
in
rehearsal.
in rehearsals
Yeah.
we didn't even have anything prepared. So they just put the beat on. And like, what are you gonna say? And I just freestyle for like a minute and a half.
Yep.
But they thinking that I wrote this out. That's what we gonna say. Type. But I really just freestyle for like a minute and a half. They're like, all right, cool.
So is that in promo school too when you guys did that at NXT or no?
Yeah, there is the promo school, but like
Or promo class?
it's promo class, and there's a lot of stuff you got to do there. But like, to be honest with you, like I came with mine.
When you got it, you got it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yo,
Like,
that's crazy that there's a science of hate in
Yeah,
wrestling.
it's a science
You
to it.
guys love that
It's
shit.
an
Like,
art,
you
bro.
live for that
Well,
shit.
like
listen,
literally,
Being the
we
evil.
come out through the curtain, and like because obviously we're Hit Row because when I was heavier, I looked a lot like Suge. Right?
Oh,
so
shit.
so
He did.
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
fact.
Don't remind me, please.
So
I was running from that guy.
so you know and then so like we came through the curtain and we'd be like, what? Whatever city we're in LA. So I'd be like, what? LA ain't got no love for Hit Row? just like Snoop.
Just like,
Wow.
yeah.
At the Source Awards.
Just
And they're
like
just,
that.
boo,
Just like that.
we hate you.
Everywhere
It's like,
you go.
Okay. Yeah.
You go into whatever you need to go into.
Yeah.
Does it get outrageous? Like if you go into like I don't know, if you go to Raising Cane and you see
Yeah.
like some fans that's just hating on you, or there's a level of like balance.
So in person,
They don't do
in
that.
person,
Okay. No.
when they see us in person in real life,
they
it's
do.
all love.
Oh, I was about to
Except
say.
every once in a while, there's some like. But the thing
Yeah.
is, I'm quick with it. So like one time, a guy came and like tried to crack a joke, but I'm from Pioneer City. We crack jokes there, so I clowned him and for like 30 seconds, and he tucked his tail and walked away. Right? Like, but I want to show love. Like,
Yeah.
it's all love with me. It's just I don't let you say whatever to me.
Is it from defeating their favorite wrestler, and then all of a sudden they see you and they're like, yo, fuck, because some people are like really like they
Nah,
they
are.
in that shit like they're lost in that.
Oh, they be
shit.
at the airport for us at 5 in the morning.
4 in the morning.
With stuff for us to
seriously.
sign.
What's your thoughts on that?
What?
Because who could I was showing him some videos, right? And he's seen the videos of the autograph seekers,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Yo, why do they bring so much stuff? Do
Where
they
do they
keep
get
it?"
the
flip
shit
it.
They're
from?
trying to make money.
Oh,
To
they-
flip it.
Right.
That's
So-
what they bring it there to flip it. Some people are genuinely there as fans and they want autographs.
Oh, so the
and
ones
they're
with the
their kids.
professional like glossy
yeah,
pics and stuff.
They try and flip it. And here's the
Fucking
thing.
guys.
I ain't never gonna stop nobody. I ain't gonna knock nobody hustle. You know what I'm saying?
They're all over the world,
You know what I'm
though.
saying? Exactly.
I was in Poland and they ran up on me. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
what, in Warsaw?
Yeah.
I was like,
but that's my thing is like I understand what you're trying to do, but like if it's 3 in the morning and I'm telling you I don't want to do this right now,
with 15, 20 photos.
yeah, like don't follow me, please.
Yeah, I'm
It's not
still
one
sleeping.
photo.
I'm a zombie.
Yo,
bro. I'm a zombie.
Yo, Emilio, it's not one photo.
No,
they be
I'm
having like
more
20 or
than
30 of them.
person.
Well, what bugged him out was when Rhea had to sign all the pops.
Yeah.
And he was like, why so many pops? And then I explained to him that it's a flip.
Yeah, they
Like, you
flip
know what I
it.
mean? Like they chased the bag for it.
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, she was, and he really loved the fact that she was professional and courteous and whatever.
And shout out to her, because keeping it real, she don't gotta be. Like they are invading her time. Like, but she is just a genuinely good person.
Shout out to Hardin Las Vegas, the best dispensary in the world.
You know, Dala, I want to go into like the whole football thing for a minute, because you had a real dope journeyman career in the NFL. And, you know, I think adjusting to, and you've done it naturally from the gridiron to sports entertainment. Would you have gone into wrestling earlier if the thing like the NIL was in existence?
I wouldn't say yes and no. For example, if I wouldn't have made it in the NFL, like my plan was always to go to WWE. After, like, if I didn't make it in the NFL, I played 6 years in the league. If I didn't make those 6 years, like if after year one, it was over for me, I would have immediately went to WWE and been like, yo, can I get a tryout? Like, that's what happened. What really happened was it was my 6th year. I started the season in the preseason with the Giants. I got released at the end of training camp, but I'm still training to get back in the league, like
So
get
no
re-signed.
injuries,
Nah.
Oh wow.
So then I do a wrestling show at one of my buddies' houses. Mike Busey, shout out Mike Busey. And
Mike Busey.
yeah, that's my dog.
The pervert guy. I
No,
love
he's
that.
not a pervert. That's a fake narrative about my man.
Oh yeah, I got a head when I was at that house last time.
How does that make him a pervert?
He's watching.
That house is great,
Oh,
by the
okay.
way. That
I
house is
respect
great.
it. Well, I mean, do what you do.
He's
Do
looking
what
at
you
me.
do.
What are you doing?
That's your life. No judgment here. But so I did the show. I did a show, and like wrestlers at the show were like, "Yo, so where do you train?" And I was like, "Nah, like I had never trained before." They're like, "All right, so where's your home promotion?" And I'm like, "Nah, like I ain't never done that before." They're like,
What?
"You should probably like start wrestling. Like I ain't telling you what to do. I know you try to get back in the league, but," and that opened a light bulb for me, because they had been wrestling for 10 years, and that's them telling me that. So it's like, then literally 2 weeks later, I enrolled at Team 3D Academy with Devon and Bubba Ray and Billy Gunn and all those guys, and
Legends.
and,
Legends.
and you know, and Serpentico and
Nah,
yeah,
get
my
the
dog,
fuck
and-
outta
Yeah, no, you got
Jay Rios
you come from a good class.
so like I was working with those guys.
Same.
And
Same school?
We'll get, no,
Nah.
we'll get there. We'll get
Nah.
there.
Okay.
But
I
like
wanna
I worked
hear
with
it.
all those guys, and then you know, the NFL loves, I mean, WWE loves pro athletes. So I knew whenever I wanted a tryout, I would get one. I met Bloom. I told him my story, Matt Bloom, and he was like, "All right, well, send me your info tomorrow." The next day, he emailed me back and was like, "You got a tryout in 2 months." And I was like, "Cool." Went to the tryout, killed the tryout, and then now I'm here.
Great, man.
Yeah.
Great.
You know, can you make it clear people get hurt in wrestling?
Oh,
too?
they
All
do.
the time.
I've got my nose broken. I had
Yeah,
surgery on my
I'm
nose.
still,
Nah,
I'm still
really?
right now
Yeah.
pushing through like my leg not being 100%. Like that's just part of the
My
business.
back hurt, everything. I
So,
had
so,
strained
so,
neck
so,
for
so
4
if you
months.
get fucked up, you tell the opponent, oh, I
Oh
just
no,
fucked up. Like,
I mean, nah.
If you really down bad, usually the
really-
ref will get you.
Yeah,
The ref, the ref,
the ref
is,
peeps it.
is the middleman. Yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
Oh, shut up and peep that. I thought you like talk to your homie like, oh, help, like, you know what I'm saying?
You could tell him, give me a second.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so I want to talk about the music for you
Mm-hmm.
specifically, right? Like the music that you're doing, not specifically when you're in WWE. Like, because what I do like what you do is you do those freestyles and you post them on your social media
yeah.
when it's time to go on SmackDown on Fridays,
You know what I'm
right?
saying?
They're dope. But the records that you're releasing now, let's talk about the single you want Who Could You Play?
Yeah, really real.
Yeah.
So it's a dope song. We are actually actively working on a HIT ROW album.
Yes, sir.
And this song is one song from that album. And it's just a dope concept that I came up with. I feel like you can hear it in the song too. Like Nipsey is my favorite rapper, right?
Wow.
And like so you can hear like I feel like you can hear his influence in this song. Like
Oh, wow.
it's just a slow pace, cool, crazy beat that's giving you like I'm giving you a real message and I'm talking to you. You can hear what I'm saying and it's not just trying to party. Like you gonna listen to this in the car. This is driving music. This is summertime top down music. You know what I'm saying? This is real hip hop. So like that's what I'm really looking forward to about this song is letting it out because I've been sitting on this song for a couple months now and I'm just been waiting.
I'm the guy to leak it. You know what
I'm telling you, and you debuting it right here. I couldn't have came in a better place.
So why don't we do that now?
Yeah.
And then when we come back, you're going to spit on the mic?
Absolutely.
You got bars?
I tell you, I prove it every week
Wow.
Because you're talking a lot right now. The chest is puffed up, my man.
and it's gonna stay swole.
So let's go.
Okay.
888-742-3345. We got Hit Row in the building.
Yeah.
Why don't you introduce your own record?
Hey, this is Top Dollar. Who hotter, not nada. And you about to be listening to Really Real off the Hit Row album. And if you didn't know, now you know.
See ya. We good? We got that? All right, cool. So because we could do all that
In post,
in post.
And then we'll wrap. Now let's do the freestyle. But we should get some of you video with them afterwards playing the record. So we'll do that before they drop out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that way they can also post it on their social too.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, and then we'll do the freestyle, and you guys are done. And
Cool.
then plug WrestleMania. And
Absolutely.
All right, great. So you want to do that real
Yeah.
Did they say the times for that yet?
quick? It is 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Peacock.
Cool.
And then plug your social medias too.
Yeah.
Yo, Dollar, man. I know you're known as Dollar, man.
Yeah.
You ready, man?
Man, I've been waiting for this moment forever, dog.
4 million idiots tuned in right now.
Hey, that's 4 million new fans.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
4 million haters ready for you know,
They gonna hate.
Yeah.
The internet, they gonna hate, but you can't hate on great.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Dollar, drop that shit, man.
Yo, it's Dollar. It's a new year. I ain't gonna do nothing but do me. You feel what I'm talking about? Check it. Yo, 2022 was such a year where I dropped dead weight and kept what I wanted near. Look, I lost like 100 pounds, and now some of my biggest haters loving me now. And wow, now all y'all wanna be down, and shorties play hide and seek like they wanna be found. El Rey, I'm the king, and she wanna be crowned. These two payasos say my name if you wanna be clowned. In Dos Linguas, you can't spit with me. Just made a bag out in the shy. I'm not from 63.
What?
Rest in peace, King Von. Shout out Durkee O. Some names these corny wrestling critics never heard before. Cause I'm a G like Herbie though. So much bread, man, I never gotta worry though. Grew up on deli turkey, Mo. Kirkland brand, if you know, you know. Cause $1.30 makes a difference when you broke. Maybe I'm just being real and the fake be hating. And yet I'm popping like the grease when you making bacon. I'm Top Dollar and my bank's a statement. When making statements, I don't look, man, they just take the payment. Flew out the country for a day just to surprise my men. Man, all the agents at the airport were confused as shit. They was like, Papi, solamente un dia? I said, Papi, un dia, but I might move here. Bree got a sweet spot on the beach, she resting. An international crib would be a sweet investment to get away from the know-it-alls that know it all. I mean, they really be shutting down stores when we go in malls. Hit row, hit row, hit row, all the fans be saying. The first lines I wrote were always in my parents' basement. I was 12, and that was 20 years ago. Just wish my moms was here to hear this though. Look, every night she would hear me flow and say some words that she ain't never hear before. That's how I knew I was special with this lyricism. Everybody that spits better, you can hear them listen. See how you didn't hear a thing? They say whatever on the web, but never near a ring. It's Top Dollar, the top shotter. Spit hot lava, who's hotter, not nada. Stop playing with me, dog. Hey, any of you rappers that really think that you can come get this, come get this. Stop playing with me. Stop putting them other dudes in my lane, man. These dudes can't spit with me, dog. It's Dollar.
For you, man.
Who Kid just loves to throw just more gasoline on the fire, man.
Yeah, on Shade 45 with Who Kid. Gave you bars. Bars. Stop playing with me.
I can't even talk English right now.
Man, Dollar, Adonis, man, plug your social medias. WrestleMania, Saturday, today, Sunday, tomorrow.
Yeah.
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on that Peacock, man.
Yeah, man. You go ahead.
So you check it out. Hey, it's at Tahuti Miles. That's at TEHUTIMILES.
Yeah, and this at AJ Francis 410. And like I always say, who hotter? Not nada. Stop playing with me, bro.
And man, you can check them out every Friday night on SmackDown
Hey,
too, 8
appreciate
p.m.
you.
Eastern on Fox.
And show love to Bree, the Vibe Bree. She ain't here, but show her love. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? What's her social media?
The Vibe Bree
Yeah.
or Brianna_Brandy on different Jones. That's
There you go.
You know, she the star of Hit Row. I'm just the spitter.
But yo, OG3, We appreciate y'all tapping in
Thank you,
and
man.
hanging out with
Appreciate
us
you,
today.
appreciate
I know
you.
you guys are pressed for time, so we appreciate y'all
Appreciate you,
kicking
bro.
it today.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out
Thank
to all
you,
the
thank you.
military out there.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you for your
Appreciate it.
service.
Thank you, thank
Absolutely.
you.
And then you know, when I was out there, you guys gotta take care of them ladies, man. I know y'all don't bathe for like 20 days.
That's crazy.
That's funny. The
gotta
longest
smack.
I went was 18 days. when I
Yeah,
was
no
bathing.
bathing. Yeah, that's just crazy. But even the girls ain't getting no dick out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
See you.
And on that note,
They were gonna give us crazy pussy out there. I'm out of here, man. All right, peace.
Shout out to Hardin Las Vegas, the best dispensary in the world.